This video is for the photographers because I want to talk about something that we deal with in editing all the time. Tell me why you feel the need to match your editing from one point in the day to another when the lighting is completely different and the atmosphere and the feeling is completely different. As a documentary style photographer, I think that the goal is to match the experience of the day and the moment of that day rather than to match your editing perfectly from one point in the day to another. None of these photos were taken using the same settings and none of them are editing using the same presets or the same edits. They might look cohesive because of my style, but when you're looking at them each individually, they do feel very different. When we were talking about a midday ceremony time when it's really bright outside and the sun is like really harshly shining down on you, the blue of the water or the softness of the sand is going to look entirely different than it does at sunset. When you're taking that last light walk on the beach where everything is really soft and you have that pink cotton candy sky, you're going to edit differently than you are during the harsh sunset hours. Reality is the scene looks very different in different lighting, so my goal is to always match and document the experience as it happened. Now let's take the same thing into the reception. This space had floor-to-ceiling windows, so there was a lot of soft natural light here, so when the sun was still out, everything was very naturally lit and bright. Now as the sun was going down and we were using ambient lighting for their first dances, and you could see the light from inside coming through as well as some of the lights back on the porch, this was just a much softer, darker experience. I did use some flash photos during this time too, but I think getting those photos where you really use the ambient light and allow it to be a little bit darker and a little bit moodier really documents the experience better because it's more true to what happened and how they felt it. I don't think that we have to match our edits perfectly to each other as long as they match the moment and what was happening at the time. My goal is to always document the moment as it was and really truly reflect it in a way that is accurate to your memories and allows you to look back on that moment and feel like you were completely immersed back in that time. So I'm gonna do every scene and every moment of your day accordingly to make sure that it's as accurate as possible.